although they're expecting me to give an intro. Sometimes, though, you have to expect the unexpected. The only thing you can't expect is funnel endurance being in both divisions. In a team City League, ironically enough, it's the second half in both divisions, or rather the event that opens up the second half of both divisions, as well, of course. It's a 2 heats of 8 event, where the top 4 move on. That lasts in the finals the longest. And then it's just purely based on in the finals, just lasting in the finals the longest, of course. And here we see our first heat. Sanford, Cupertino, Mexico City, Monza, Bedford, Canton, Weymouth, and Turku. Off they go. And there you see Weymouth at the bottom of the field so far. Now it's Turku. I mean, so that's another thing you could expect. How their showdowns have pushed down over the last few years, honestly. They were white with both in the relegation zone. Canton are just on the precipice of it, so not good for any of these. And, those in the top 3 have been doing a great job of steering clear of that relegation zone so far in the showdown, and seem to only continue to dominate in this heat alongside Bedford. Who's going to be the first one into this next funnel? It's Monza. 6 out of 8 funnels. They're in. Have to enter that penultimate funnel. Weymouth, though, look like they're going to enter before. And they are. Everybody fitting in one camera angle here. Monza look like they're going to be the first into that final funnel. Not going well for Brianza. Newton as well. Also struggling. Yeah, it's a Canton. There. Canton Turku also not doing very well. Yeah, Monza and Weymouth are out. Canton, there they go. And there go Turku as well. Meaning we have our top 4 set. They held it pretty much the entire time. Bedford got it, as did Mexico City. Sanford. And Cupertino winning the heat. True 861. That is an amazing time, by the way. And now for the second heat, we have Braintree, Seoul, Mumbai, Suzuka, Cumberland, Santa Clara, Exeter, and Frankfurt in this one. And they are off. Oh, apparently Frankfurt, they didn't leave the gate. I don't know. If they could dislodge, they've certainly won this heat. That's one thing for sure. It doesn't seem like they will, though. If they don't, that's a certain dead last, which, I mean, they absolutely cannot afford here. And West End may have just met the west end of the team's chances of seeing the 2026 qualifiers. With how bad their first half was, this right here is only going to make it worse, because I don't think there's a way they're getting dislodged. In the meantime, Exeter, the other team in the seat that's in the relegation zone, are doing a great job. Alongside Suzuka. Seoul and Braintree, the 2 uppermost teams in the championship out of this heat, doing the exact opposite. Not going well for Gangnam or Boston. And that is evident. Gangnam looks to drop through first. And has. There goes Boston. Cumberland, they have botched everything. And the last one out of advance is Santa Clara. Actually, no. They advance because, like, you see they actually, because Frankfurt got stuck, so they will advance. Alongside Mumbai, Exeter, and Suzuka, who win this heat. .205.48 is not nearly as impressive as what we saw from Cupertino, but still, great win by their captain. And unfortunately, Frankfurt, what they are going to say, though, is that they're going to give them 2, consolation points because, that, but it doesn't change the fact that they're getting 16th place in this event. And what's worse for them is that Turku team, the other team in single digits, right now got 9th, best of the rest. And, that's going to look really grim for Frankfurt if they're trying to get out of relegation in the final 2 events, to be honest. Now for the finals. Cupertino, Sanford, Mexico City, Bedford, Mumbai, Exeter, Suzuka, and Santa Clara. Not quite in the order they should be in, but let's just get started. And there they go. That guy was back order did that against the same photo. Actually, that might have benefited them because they were the second ones through. Santa Clara botching their chances right now is I can barely even say that name, but yeah. In the meantime, doing a great job up top at holding that lead. Exeter, if they get this second place finish, they're definitely getting out of relegation territory after this event. And it'll leave the teams in the relegation zone with a bit of catching up to do, to say the least, after this. And there you see Mexico City. So far, they're the ones plummeting down, actually, into last place. And Santa Clara has managed to get past both of them. In the meantime, Suzuka trying to go 13th first in the first 4 events in the Showdown here. That would be really funny. And very ironic at the same time. As well as for Cupertino, who got silver in that same event they won, to get silver here at Mexico City. The bronze medalists in that event, they have just finished. As have Santa Clara, and Sanford, and what in a few seconds is going to be Mumbai. And what now a few seconds as well is going to be Bedford. Exeter are probably going to get third here. And it looks like Cupertino and Suzuka are going to have their own duel at the top. And I think Suzuka, once again, just like in the sprint, they're going to win it. Didn't have to go fast this time. And yeah, just one last little nudge there. As Mi wins both their heat and their final. To claim a phenomenally and very deservedly won gold in this event. 2:12:38 for a time as well. It was unbelievable. And I neglect to mention that, but that is insane. And there you see the podium of this event. And now let's see what the standings look like going into the final 2 events. And amazingly, Frankfurt aren't even knocked out of championship contention yet, and basically Sanford, even with Suzuka and Cupertino, once again getting 1-2 like that, hold the lead in the championship going into the final 2 events of the Showdown. Next one will be football, which we just saw recently in the main league. And that elimination race. So, when those come, I'll see you there.